So this is a continuation of our 2019 Thousand Islands Eastern Lake Ontario sailing trip. This is easy sailing. We'd beat upwind to the marina in the morning, and we did a bunch of shopping and exploring in the morning, and then we turned around and sailed back. We sailed out of the marina, and then it was basically a fairly easy run back to Milton Island. So yeah, we're just running with the wind. Here we go.
Okay, so same situation here, no motor, so I'm going to sail in. But what I'm going to do is, because the wind is blowing right into the cove, I am going to spin around 180 degrees into the wind, drop the sail, then spin it around 180 degrees again, and use the boat as a sail. Rather than, you know, because I'll have too much power coming in with the sail up. Even just a little bit of sail will probably be too much power. Well, I was going to go out this morning for a little sail, just to sail around some islands called the Spectacle Islands. But the boat's not right in sailing condition right now. We're out on this island. Well, there's a pretty good wind blowing into this cove. And then yesterday when we were sailing in here, my peak halyard got caught and jumped its sheave, and the only way for me to get the sail down was to lower the mast. So right now I've got the mast down and I've got to replace a block on my peak halyard, so I don't think I'm going anywhere today. Just do some repairs, and I got to paddle. It would be something else paddling a 21-foot boat out through this wind right here, out through this cove. Dutch oven dishes, so just put a bunch of water in the Dutch oven and some soap, and I'm doing the dishes in the Dutch oven on the fire. Well, not dishwasher clean, but not bad for camping clean. Just gonna dry them off in the sun and the wind. So I grew up in on Western Lake Ontario, and it's so different from Eastern Lake Ontario, you know, with these granite and quartz cliffs. We're pretty high up above the water here. I got the baby in my arms, so I don't want to get too close, but we've got to be 50 feet up. Some good sized swells down there. It's you know, that's the other thing, is the weather in Eastern Ontario is it tends to be windy and rough. I don't think I'd really want to be in a boat much smaller than the Bay Hen. You know, just because the weather here can be challenging. I'm not talking so much, you know, stability as just, you know, having the high coamings and the cabin to get out of the wind and spray and that sort of thing when you're out on the water. And load carrying capacity as well. So we just discovered this little cove on this island where driftwood collects. Big pile of driftwood pallets. Looks like there's an old 8x8 beam or something like that. Be kind of a neat spot if you were into collecting and carving driftwood, just because there's so much of it in one spot. I guess it's just the right shape of cove to catch stuff. Alright, so this is the problem we had yesterday, is this is one of the peak halyard blocks, and the rope jumped the sheave and caught, so that block is toast, and oh geez, it's riveted on there. So I think I might have a small block on board that I bought to build a boom vang with. So I'm going to see if I can find that somewhere in my spare parts and see if I can replace this, because that is no good, because that's just going to jump off again and cause me more problems. Alright, so there's the spare block I have on board. It's not a great quality one, but it'll work better than the broken block. And it's got a swivel on it. The problem is I think I'm gonna have to attach it with a cable tie or something because there's no way, there's no pin through that or anything. It's okay, cable tie will work. I got some really strong ones. It'll work for a temporary fix. Alright, so that's all I've done for a temporary fix, is a heavy duty cable tie to the swivel block, and then I reran the line through. We'll see if it... Well, let's take a little video of our charging station here. So we also have an inverter, a 75 watt inverter, but we're just using this USB plug right now because I couldn't find the inverter. It's in one of the bags, but whatever, I just needed a USB charger. So basically, we have 2 cell phones and 2 cameras, and we charge them, keep them charged, fully charged, all the time. And it, even with the 20 watt solar panel, there's no real noticeable effect on the battery. It's just, yeah, it's really good having this little, just the 20 watt solar panel, charge controller, battery, and it keeps all our electronics charged, you know. I should add, we also charge the VHF radio on this, which actually does take a little bit more juice than the cell phones. It's easy, makes life easy. Charged cell phones are nice when you're out for, and cameras when you're out for a week or 10 days or a couple of weeks or whatever. Charging station. This is one thing we do when we're camping, is we set up our playpen, outdoor playpen. It's pretty handy if you got small kids, not having to chase them all over the island or hold them in your lap. Outdoor playpen. It folds. I'm not sure what you call that kind of orange moon like that, but it's pretty cool. We're about night 5 or so, Eastern Lake, Ontario. Having a good time. Great moon.